Hey, what's up, boys and girls? Alex here. It's another beautiful sunny day here in Toronto. We're in the east end of the city here in the Scarborough borough, and I just got off the 113 Danforth route here at the intersection. Actually, not only what intersection, this is what I call the parallel universe. This is Danforth Road and freaking Danforth Avenue. Danforth meets Danforth. Like, this is literally a freaking parallel universe where both streets of the same name intersect with each other. It's pretty pretty strange too. Where you live? Oh, I'm at Danforth and Danforth and Scarborough. That's what I think people think about, you know. We're also not too far from where my mom used to live in nearby Birch Cliff, which is like a 10-minute walk from here. And we're gonna head northeast up Danforth Road. And I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving long weekend here in Canada. I had a busy one, which is why I haven't even made a video since Saturday. Like, it's been really busy. You know, I've been spending time with family for the most part. I think I've been to the Swiss Chalet here once. There's also a Harvey's next to it, of course. And I've been to the Dairy Queen here many times. Although I had a $2 blizzard at a different location over a week ago. Well, yeah, back to the regular work week, except it's a short one. It's only 4 days. And today is Tuesday, October the 15th, 2024, the day after Thanksgiving. It is just after 1:15 p.m. And it is finally the average temperature here in October. It's around 8 degrees Celsius. This morning, it felt like it was at the freezing mark. So now, as you can see, I am wearing my light jacket, and that's, I think, even though the sun is shining on my back right now, I mean, come on, it's a little bit chilly. We're halfway through October, right? The first few weeks have been freaking warm. Like, I think only once or twice I had to wear shorts. And that's the reason why the fall colors are a bit duller, according to some experts, because of the warm temperatures. But now that it's cooler, it's gonna initiate the changing colors. And what I really want to do is I want to head up to a very charming community of Unionville and Markham, which is north of Toronto. I haven't been there in 2 years, and I hear it's so beautiful in the fall. And as I was thinking about that, a new vlogger from here, like, I recently just subscribed to him. He posted a video yesterday walking around Unionville, and it was pretty. Like, when I saw the video, I mean, it was recorded yesterday on Thanksgiving Day. There are so many people out and about, and even the fall colors sprung into action. So, essentially, here in Ontario, the leaves are changing color much later than usual. Like, normally, the fall foliage is before Thanksgiving here in Canada. But again, we had a warmer than normal October, to say the least. And it's been a while since I've done a walking video on the street. All the times I did walking videos on Danforth Road were in the other direction, because it's more interesting when you walk southwest. So now we're heading northeast for a change. And here's Warden Avenue coming up. By the way, if I didn't mention, we're in the neighborhood called Oakridge, which is a middle-class neighborhood full of these post-war suburban bungalows, semi-detached homes. And again, my mom used to live down, probably like a good 3-minute drive from here, more like near Birchmount in Kingston. She lived in the Birch Cliff neighborhood, which is off the lake. And that's also where some of my family used to live as well, over 20 years ago. I can't believe it. Everybody I know was actually, well, except for Henry's. I saw that Sapan, Johnny, Ken, they were respectively out at Thanksgiving yesterday. Because, you know, I was really busy doing my own thing. Oh, you guys had a nice turkey. Again, here's Warden Avenue. And I've walked to Warden subway station from here before. It's a bit of a walk, but it's not really far in general. And also up ahead is the Birchmount garage. So we'll be passing by that, of course. So it's mostly just residential here. And I am gonna grab a lunch at the Pizza up ahead. I had planned on having that for lunch, so. And I had school today, but I don't have my bag with me because we had a test. And it did not require for us to bring our laptop, so like we had to like physically bring our own pens, pencils, and just freaking write it down. So that's what we had to do. So at least it really just saves the time. I felt like I was just going out on my usual journeys, but here I am. I mean, it's been 3 days since I made a single video. You can see some of the fall colors. But yeah, I want to try to get over to Unionville in the next few days. And I think from now on, I'm going to have to be wearing a jacket. Or a sweater at least. Because it is literally like average fall temperatures now. Medford Avenue. Maybe I'll cross over to the other side of Mack Avenue. I'm trying to walk slow here because it isn't really a far walk to the Pizza, which is just east of Birchmount. And yep, Halloween is in 2 weeks. I mean, spooky season has already been in full swing. I mean, I'm pretty much a partially grown-ass adult. I mean, I'm too old to be trick-or-treating. But even seeing the decorations are pretty cool. But being spooked out, nah. Everybody's gonna be going to the Halloween hunt at Wonderland. I'm passing out on that. I'm gonna pass on that. Not only the tickets are expensive, I mean, it's not really my thing. Oh. It all seems quiet. I mean, it is midday, of course. Only downside is I got to get my ass up again early. This time, earlier in the morning. 6 a.m. At least nowadays, it takes me like less than 80 minutes just to get to school. But if say if Line 5 was already operational, it would have been, it'll be a lot faster than having to go down to Line 2. There's another bus heading to Kennedy Station on the 113. Let me see, nah, too late. I'll probably cross up at next lights. $84.74. I think it's a friggin' 2015 Nova LFS. If I was walking the other direction, you would probably see the skyline. Obviously not as I'm walking this direction. Even though I could try turning around, I wouldn't really get much of a good view though. That's the thing. Okay, so Birchmount Division is on the other side. So I'm gonna cross over at the next lights. I'm not sure what street that is. I thought it was Lily Cup Avenue. I mean, Lily Cup is one hell of a weird name, you know? Hey, it's Michelin. It's literally the same company that does the Michelin food guide. I like Gordon Ramsay. He may be passive aggressive, but he's really well known for that. I especially love Kitchen Nightmares, that's for sure. Probably just came from the garage. 8443. Oh, that's 7 off road. By the way, I just noticed this as I was on the bus. Is that a freaking replica, a miniature version of the Toronto sign of Nathan Phillips? Like, look at this. It literally resembles the 3D sign of Nathan Phillips. Like, that's crazy. It's actually it's a lot more colorful. And I think the city really should have used this design instead of, because the sign that we have, it's a little bit bland now. It's like, it's so mid. It's kind of colorless, if you ask me. But you know, I really like the design. It's so cool. It's a lot much nicer than what City Hall has. Speaking of City Hall, Johnny, I mean, I haven't seen it yet. I did see the title that he was followed by some fucking creep who didn't want to be on his video, trying to break his camera. Like, what a fucking weirdo, man. I mean, you're in freaking public, right? I'm on a sidewalk right now. I'm not doing anything illegal, right? But people have so many opinions about these days about, you know, recording in public, which obviously we have a right to do, just not in like buildings or private entities. That's not allowed. But seriously, hurting someone, making threats, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Like, that's like a load of bullshit. At least Johnny doesn't really take shit from people, you know. I mean, I haven't seen it yet, but I'm guessing he probably walked away. But come on, being followed by someone who doesn't want to be on camera and continue to confront them, bull fucking shit. I mean, that hasn't happened to me in a while. I mean, it's very rare. You know, every time it happens, you know, I get shaken up. Like, it haunts me. Like, I'm autistic. Like, I get easily sensitive. Like, come on, you're in public. Yes, sometimes I want to tell it back to their face, but sometimes it's not a good thing because you never know what the person's going through, you know. He or she may have, like, maybe on drugs or whatever. I mean, go seek some fucking help. But I'm almost like Johnny. Like, if you don't want to be filmed, at least be nice. Okay, I probably won't do it. Also, they even have the right to even request that their image would be blurred. Hey, look, this guy's being dispatched of a 75. A long journey downtown. Still doesn't make sense to have the 75 out here. I prefer it was at Wilson. Yeah, if you're gonna be nice, I'll definitely be nice. But if you want to be a jerk off, I'll definitely treat you like a fucking asshole. Seriously. Well, and again, what really irks me is that people, they cannot mind their own goddamn business. It really pisses me off. Like, they just can't go about their day. Right? They have to be triggered over someone freaking recording. Like, we're doing this. We're not doing anything illegal. And that's why, again, people have opinions because it's about, okay, you're in public, but sometimes people don't want to be recorded. And that's the thing. Because if you're inside a shopping mall or an office building or whatever, then people do have the right to not be on someone's likeness. Unfortunately, there's hundreds of these fucking scumbags, right? You know, I used to watch these fucking First Amendment auditor, these prank channel. I thought it was funny at first because that's what they're meant to do. They're meant to, you know, bring attention, but that's what they do. They literally harass people for content, right? They make so much freaking money from harassing people. It's not right. They're criminals. Most of these people are criminals. I don't feel sorry for that fucking idiot, Tanner Cook, who literally caught hot lead for making a stupid prank video. He and his parents are total assholes. I remember when it happened 2 years ago. Right? That's what happens when you fuck around and find out. He got a gun pulled and shot. I mean, it's a miracle they survived, but I don't think people should definitely wish death upon them. I mean that's definitely cruel, that's for sure. But anybody that's a criminal, you know, that's harassing people with their camera, like, they always escalate confrontations. Like, it's not right. Anybody that does that is a piece of shit and deserves to have their reality check. That's why I stopped watching those guys. They're just total idiots. And see, you don't have the right to walk out to that property too. Yeah, it says here, no trespassing. But here it is, Birchmount Garage. Once the home of OG Diesels, Detroit Diesels, MCI Classics, now 99% Novas, the other 1% being New Flyers. And Birchmount is getting the 6000s, some of them at least. And you can see some of the Chargers all the way at the back. Right here. I've walked through this division, I think 2 or 3 times. But yeah, it's mostly compromised of like the 8400s to 8600s, and there's a little bit of like 8900s, and then of course half of the 2019 New Flyers, and then eventually Birchmount will be getting the new 6000s. So that'll be interesting to witness, but expect a lot of movements to come. In fact, I'm gonna grab a quick picture and then I'll just continue filming. By the way, Birchmount Division is one of the oldest operating TTC divisions in the city, aside from Hillcrest, which is obviously much older than us. But Birchmount is the oldest bus division in the city. I believe it opened up in the late 1950s. But man, I still miss the freaking Detroit Diesels. Man, they were so amazing. But the bus I was on just now, of course, it held momentarily for like 2 minutes because, you know, they always do the switching of operators on this route. So right out here. And now here's Birchmount Road coming up. I remember seeing 8552 in its unrepainted glory in the old livery. Like, I didn't even know it was like this until I found out from other people that unit was in a workplace accident before COVID, and they had to sideline it for further investigation. That unit has since been rebuilt, of course. So, like, electric bus program site. So last year, before they got the older New Flyers in, they installed pantograph chargers, and that's gonna be the new norm for our new electric buses going forward. I don't see any of them, of course. And we're almost at the end. I can see my pizza. And there's a plaza here. Look, there's a Pizza Hut over here as well. I could have just, you know, if I wanted to, I would have just went into the Pizza Hut, grab myself like a carry-out deal, like, you know, $14.99-ish. I'm not gonna do that though. Oh, they're doing some construction here too. There's a Dollarama. I'm gonna be waiting here for a little bit. And there is the recently rebuilt Albert Campbell Library. Before it got renovated, there was an old Dover that was heavily revamped, and now I'm pretty sure it's like heavily modernized now, which is a big shame. And I remember seeing an older photo, probably from the mid to late 2010s, either 2016 or 2019. Like, I remember seeing an old photo of The Weeknd. Like there's a picture of him visiting his old stomping grounds, because he grew up here in Scarborough. He went to Westow Collegiate, Hell, he even went to my mom's old high school at Birchmount Park. He grew up right here in Scarborough. I remember seeing a picture of him standing outside a library before it got renovated. It's a shame he doesn't really visit Toronto that much anymore. I wish he did that more often. It's not like Drake, right? Because Drake is always in Toronto. But the weekend, though, I think he splits time, like, probably, like, very little time here. I bet, like, he resides, like, freaking Beverly Hills or something. Of course, coming up is the 5th year anniversary of one of his most popular song ever, Blinding Lights, which gives out a very 80s tune. It's a great song. You definitely play this at night, you know, while you're driving in the city. Like, he gets influences from, like, Michael Jackson and, you know, so many people. He's got that falsetto voice. Like, he's amazing. Right, a kid from Scarborough. He performed at the Super Bowl in Tampa Bay in 2021. This here is some grocery store, Sun Valley. And here it is, Pizza. I know people love to shit on this place because people say it's actually not very good. The pizzas taste like cardboard, but I've never had any issue with Pizza. I think it's not the best I've ever had, but it's still really good. It always comes out hot and fresh. Maybe it's when you're doing like delivery or takeout, it's a problem, but honestly, I've never had any issues with that. So I'm gonna go inside, grab a nice slice, dipping sauce, drink, and then we'll see where we can go from there. All right, guys, so that's it for this one. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Get me up to 3,000 subscribers. I'm like less than 7 away from that milestone, so it'd be really appreciated. Again, guys, happy belated Thanksgiving to my fellow Canadians. I'll see you guys all in the next one. Take care, adios, and bye-bye. Peace out.